And just a minute or two here for the players to get warmed up before the start of the game. Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. We'll see the Houston Rockets taking on the San Antonio Spurs. A look now at the starting lineups brought to you by State Farm. And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Tim Duncan?
You know, it's amazing, guys. Tim Duncan's still a factor at both ends of the floor. You know, he's not quite the scorer that he was in his youth, but his defensive presence and the leadership that he brings to his team is amazing.
Yeah, he's a terrific passer, whether it's setting up teammates out of the post or hauling in rebounds and making smart outlet passes to get the transition game going.
Great and one right there. These are the kind of plays that win you basketball games, guys.
Douglas dishes to Martin. Over Splitter.
Good! Kevin, they've still got a foul to give at this point.
Yeah, strategy wouldn't be bad to use it here if they need to.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Clearly, a defensive breakdown there, guys. They didn't play him close enough on the inbound and then gave up the triple.
And so here is Houston. The pass to Patterson. Shot from 16.
Good!
Now Parker. Here's Blair.
Got it!
And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Gotta love the low post offense. That was beautiful.
Time expires and we're going to overtime. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. We've got overtime action now, folks. Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, Doris Burke on our sideline, and this is Kevin Harlan. So the Rockets win the tip, and away we go.
The newest issue of Dime magazine just hit the shelves. The Monster appearing on the front cover. One of the league's rising stars embracing his passionate fans.
I used to roll the dice, feel the fear in my enemy's eyes, listen as the crowd would sing. Now the old king is dead, long live the king. 1 minute I held the key, next the walls were closed on me, and I discovered that my castle stand upon pillars of salt and pillars of sand.
The Hornets come into the Western Conference contest in this game. Well, the holidays always bring us some incredible NBA action. That's certainly what we have in store for us today. Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan with partners Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Here's the starting five. State Farm presents our lineup for the tip-off. And one of the guys we'll be watching out for today, Ryan Anderson.
And the foundation of his game is really his great shooting and rebounding ability. He's a guy who has a soft touch for a big man. Really fun to watch.
Yeah, for a guy who spends a lot of time out beyond the arc, he does a surprisingly good job in the offensive glass. Another reason he's able to score at a high level. You look at the Rockets, what a story right now for these guys. Win after win, it's been a phenomenal stretch.
Well, Kevin, they're going to be very well acquainted with this club by the end of the season. They'll see them 4 times.
Here's Aminu. Outside Gordon. Right side Gordon. So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets, pulling it out for the W. And Clark, you know, it was quite a nail-biter.
Yeah, it was tough.
No better show in town than the Rockets. Come out and join the excitement. Single game tickets are available to make sure you see the monster take on the opposition. The NBA's Player of the Month is on a tear. Don't miss it.
All right, guys, let's make this happen. This is our game, man. Our time. Let's do this.
It is truly a team effort, as we just witnessed an example right there, live inside the huddle. It's an all-Western Conference matchup in today's game as the Lakers come into town for this one. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball here with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. I'm Kevin Harlan. The starting five. This is our lineup brought to you by State Farm. And as we break down the game, let's take a look here at Steve Nash.
Well, of course, anytime you talk about Nash, his outstanding court vision and creative passing is the first thing that comes to mind. But, of course, he's also one of the best shooters the game has ever seen.
Steve, you mentioned the creativity he brings. Despite the flair, he's really quite fundamentally sound. He's excellent with his decision-making and understanding of how to create scoring opportunities for him and his team.
It's a one-game reprieve.
What a huge play.
Tearing that roof down with that one.
Yeah. It in.
How's that for an encore after the offensive board?
That's the only way.
Brought to you by Sprint.
The NBA season is rolling right along. Let's look back at the first half. Plenty of hustle from the Rockets. They've been on a roll for a long time, playing some incredible basketball, trying to keep this streak going. The monster has been clicking through the first two. High percentage looks in the first half. Amazing work from the field, shooting in the high 60s. That's big-time bucket buying. It's also been a strong start for the Lakers. A dramatic advantage in the paint. They're getting right in close and converting the kind of buckets they want. We've seen Kobe in top form. He's got 17 points and also has contributed with his passing, making some assists. That's it for me here in the studio. Time to send you back out to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the start of the third quarter.
The third quarter now.
Show in town than the Rockets. Come out and join the excitement. Single game tickets are available to make sure you see the monster take on the opposition. Remember, you are the home court advantage.
The kind of game you expect from him, guys. I mean, extremely efficient, taking a lot of good shots.
And both sides on the floor getting ready for the game ahead, and it's almost that time. 2K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers for the broadcast from Philadelphia. It's the home of the 76ers, the Wells Fargo Center. Oh, guys, for the Philadelphia 76ers, they've come in off a loss to Toronto.
And the opponent's shooting percentage is what stood out to me in that game. You can't give up so many easy looks and expect to win.
Yeah, it was an emotionless performance, Steve. That's the way I describe it. I mean, they basically laid down, rolled over defensively.
And courtesy of State Farm, the starting group for the Rockets. Jeremy Lin and Kevin Martin manning the back. Chandler Parsons out there with the monster, and it's Patterson in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the 76ers, pairing up in the backcourt, Drew Holiday and Evan Turner. Young out there with Andrew Bynum.
Athletic play, incredible.
Wow.
He's definitely showing.
Yeah. It's game time. Let's go get it done, fellas. Here we go.
A glimpse of the pregame pep talk right there. Sounds like, guys, they are ready to go. On the road looking for a win against a Western Conference rival, the Houston Rockets are getting ready for this thing to get started. We're happy to have you with us for 2K Sports midweek presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. You look at the Mavericks. These are the games that challenge you. Guys, they will have the work certainly cut out for them, but they believe they can come away with the win.
And guys, everything is magnified in a game like this. When you're facing your rival, if you have some slip-ups, both your fans and your teammates aren't going to let you forget it anytime soon.
Well, my boys back in Columbus like to say pressure cooks.
And now, grab the latest issue of 2K Style Magazine. The Monster appearing on the front cover. A growing icon looking good both on and off the court.
Yeah. It's game time. Let's go get it done, fellas. Here we go.
A glimpse of the pregame pep talk right there. Sounds like, guys, they are ready to go. Welcome, everyone, to the Target Center in downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's the home of the Timberwolves, where we're broadcasting from live today. Welcome, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. You look at the Rockets. They've lost their last 3 games, and, guys, they like that streak to end tonight here.
They've looked a bit lost out there lately. I mean, they don't seem to be playing with a lot of purpose and focus and even drive. I mean, you can't just wait for good things to happen. You've got to make things happen.
Yeah, but I think, Clark, what's happened is they...
Defensive rebounds, no question. If your front line is soft, Kevin Love will expose you.
And the players going through their game preparation, making sure they're fully warmed up for the tip. Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports, a special Martin Luther King Day edition. I'm Kevin Harlan, alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. It's getting noisy here in Charlotte. We're at the Time Warner Cable Arena, home of the Bobcats. Taking a look at Houston. This is an important game for them because they've really been struggling. Just one win in their last 5 games.
And, Kevin, things really starting to get out of control for them. I mean, this losing streak is becoming an embarrassment, and it's only going to get worse if they don't figure out a way to stop it soon.
Clark, the only thing that can do it, I think, are drastic changes. Either, altering the starting lineup, maybe looking for a trade. But the confidence of their top guys is really...
This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan, joined by Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. The last time these two teams met, it was the Houston Rockets who came away with the W against the Denver Nuggets.
Boy, they were so good offensively in that game. Seemed like they had an open man to go to every time down the floor. Probably wasn't the best defensive effort that we've seen from their opponent.
Well, they should get some of the credit for that. I mean, they threw a few new wrinkles into their game plan, and the defense wasn't ready for it.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Lawson out there with Heinrich. Then there's Iguodala. Then it's Wilson Chandler, and it's McGee in at the 5 spot. And for the Rockets,
have been really good, but not good enough to win a title.
Rock that rim. Gotta love that enthusiasm, folks.
not only, Clark, did he rock the rim, he decided to hang around and
Couldn't finish in traffic. Exclamation point right there, guys. That was a strong throwdown. Oh, wow. He's definitely showing some real sweet dunking skills here. With one hand and making it look easy.
Easy and fun. He just thrives on making the D look. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Now that's how you execute an alley-oop.
He is getting the royal treatment from these fans.
Yeah, I'd like to see this, Steve. It's yours.
Whose world is this?
The world is yours. The world is yours.
It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this?
It's yours.
It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this?
It's yours.
And there's a shot earlier of the Jazz preparing for action. It's the home of the Jazz here in Utah as 2K Sports brings you today's action. Live from Salt Lake City, Utah, and the Energy Solutions Arena. The Utah Jazz come into this one after the win against the Indiana Pacers. And I don't think I was the only one surprised, not just by their win, but guys, by what an emphatic win it was.
And no question, the three-point shot was the difference in that game, fellas. Their percentage from downtown was outstanding.
Yeah, and I know that's something you can appreciate, and it makes you smile, doesn't it, Steve? It's one of the better team performances you're going to see from beyond the arc.
Well, that's my game, Clark. You know that.
And the Houston... All systems go. The Nuggets primed and ready. It's game time in Denver as the crowd is filing in the Pepsi Center, looking to cheer on the Nuggets. A quick check of our starting lineups. State Farm shows who will hit the floor first. Hey guys, taking a look at Andre Iguodala. What will we see from him?
Well, Iguodala is just a scary athlete, Kevin. Even among NBA players, he stands out in that regard, setting up his teammates as well.
I'm not sure if any player is going to top that one.
Maybe.
Hey, you want to hear something funny, man? I had something I wanted to talk to you about, but it totally slipped my mind, man. I'll let you know when I remember what it was, man. Sorry about that.
No problem. Feel free to drop by when you remember what it was.